Recording in progress.
Hello, Nanav.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Just wait for a few more participants. There's only six participants have joined. Just wait for a few more minutes. Okay, so I think many participants will not join also today because of Diwali, maybe. So we can do one thing. As you can see, my voice is not good, right? So I'm unable to speak that much, and I can't make you understand grammar today. So it's better that we go with communication today. I think previous day I gave you one topic, that is private school, right? Which topic I gave previous day?
Private school versus government school.
Private school versus government school. So that topic can be continued today. Yeah, and from tomorrow I think I'll be better, and from tomorrow we can start grammar. That topic you need to discuss today, so I hope you all are prepared with it. And it would be it is actually debatable topic, so if you want to debate you can. So who wants to start?
I think I can start. Or if somebody wants to start, they can start.
You can start.
Okay. So, In India, I believe private schools are better than India. Sorry, in India, private schools are better than government schools in most cases. But there are some government schools which provide better services than private schools. So, yeah, what else can I add? I think, yeah, I don't know what else to add. So,
You can, that's why preparation is needed. So maybe in your mind there are lots of things, but at the time of speaking you will not be able to remember at correct time. So you can do one thing, just point, write down the uh, points, only key points. Then at the time of speaking you can easily see it and elaborate it.
okay,
Okay. So that is the procedure of pointing out, or maybe that is preparation. So you can do it. Okay.
yes,
Okay. Till the time others are speaking, you can prepare that.
okay,
In my perspective, government schools are better than private schools because even the in a person with uh, low income, they can send their children to government schools to get the primary education for the future of the children. As well as government school can be opened in areas which is remote from the cities and towns. Like government schools are running in Andaman Nicobar, Arunachal Pradesh, which is that private schools only focuses on profit making, but the government school always focuses on well-being of the people for the welfare of the people. And in current situation, the government is working on the PPP model, that is public-private partnership. Means both government and private player working for the welfare of the people. Means providing high standard of education as well as the prices of each school will be low and controlled by the government. So here, in my perspective, government schools are better than the private schools.
Okay. So anyone wants to debate with him on that point only, particular point only? Tripto, do you want to say
which point? Which point should I debate on?
any point? You can choose whatever he said.
I would say private schools are better than government schools in most cases because private schools provide better facilities, like the teachers of the private schools have to be, yeah, like they have to really do their work. Like I also studied in a government school and I know that the teacher doesn't really care that much about the well-being of his students. So that's my opinion, but you may have a different. So I'm open for any.
Debate.
Yes.
Okay, Anirudh, do you want to say anything? You are
Yes,
not.
I accept.
Yeah, please speak.
Yeah, ma'am, I accept that the teachers which are in government school are not trained well. There is a lack of infrastructure. But if we sideline all these loopholes, we clearly see that the government is working in the new education policy of 2020. Government has promised that 6% of the GDP will be expended on the education of the children, which is earlier the percentage was 3 to 4%. But in 2020, new education policy was implemented, and it says that 6% of the GDP will be expended on the education of the children. So the infrastructure will be improved and teachers will be trained uh, to provide the quality education and better education. There are colleges which is run by the government, like Sainik schools, and there are Kendra Vidyalayas, and there are army schools which is fully funded by the government. So we can't say that government is not working for the on this side, that is infrastructure or training of teachers. There is one more school which is named as Navodaya Vidyalaya, which is also run by the government. So I think the government is working as on the part which is uh, like providing better education for the children of this country, and government is always focuses on the welfare, and private is always working for the profit, and they charges a high tuition fee, and in the name of development of buildings, books, they charge heavy prices, and this can leads to families to sell their houses, to mortgage their jewelries, to uh, provide education in the private schools. And here the government school is an option for the people of lower income countries. And that is my point.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
I agree with Anirudh.
Hmm.
And firstly, good morning to all of you, and good morning, ma'am. And wish you a happy Diwali to all of you.
You.
Anirudh is very true point sharing today. Uh, Government was giving you all facilities just in a minimum charges, the minimum fees also. But private sector was fully open-minded and fully business person. The lot of people are open our school. Our purpose was stall our I think business purpose. But so many schools are not giving you facilities just like a government school was not giving you all facilities just like a private school. But there are some issues. Management is not well. They are government to school is not to manage everything. Um, that's how some problem issues. But government school for better for everyone. Every person is not admitted that child in private school. The fees was very high. So that's why my point of view, government school is better for everyone. I think, ma'am, wise, ma'am, wise,
My school,
ma'am.
according to you, government school is better for everyone because everyone can afford it also, and if education is must, then every individual can take government school as an option, right,
Yes,
for getting education.
yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
okay. Thank you so much. Now, anyone else wants to add anything or say or go against whatever?
Hello, ma'am. Good morning. Actually, the government and the private difference should be based on like what children's need, like financially situations students need. Like if they should, students students will know how much how I study that.
Students will.
Yes, ma'am.
Please repeat the last sentence. Students will.
What students will need, like students make a good option myself, like yours.
I couldn't understand your point. Please repeat.
Ma'am,
Let me
actually
understand. What do you want to say?
children's learning styles, like it should children's make a your children's make a own decision yourselves.
First of all, that is not children's. That is children.
Yes, ma'am, students.
Hmm.
Yes, ma'am.
And
Uh, government students, it's all depends upon children's ki what we need, what students need.
Okay, tell me that why students they are going for government school and what kind of facilities they are getting. They can get or they are getting from government.
Ma'am, first of all, mm, cost is free, and another thing is all facilities better than, but all facilities I don't say, but mm, much more important point is like cost is free. That's why students went to government college, government schools.
Okay, in this point, Trip, do you want to add anything or go against or ask any question him?
In terms of facilities, I would stick to my opinion that private schools are better than government schools. But if it comes about the price, then the government schools are definitely doing better than the private schools.
Okay, iPhone, where have you gone? Switch on your camera. Okay. So Anirudh, what about you? Do you want to whatever he said? Do you want to argue with it? Please unmute yourself. You're on mute.
Ma'am, actually, I want to add that government is also doing some midday meal uh, schemes, which is functional in the government schools. Like in lunch, they provide meal to students who is coming to daily schools, as well as for the girls who is completing 10th class or 12th class. Government is also giving some incentives like providing a bicycle or giving them laptop or tablet for the facility of student and for to connect a student with technology. So here the government is providing all the incentive he can do on his own capacity and to provide primary education as well in the remote area. So government school is better than the private schools.
Okay.
That is all.
Next, okay, Sohail Khan.
First of all, good morning to everyone. Now, today's topic is government schools versus private schools, right? So, first of all, we will talk about the government schools. If we talk about the government schools, I think government schools is better than private schools, as per my own opinion. I'm damn sure about that because, first of all, you see the government schools about the fee structure of government schools. We didn't need anything to pay for the government schools. Rather than they give us the schemes. The government of India provides the schemes through the government schools. That is the midday meal schemes, the uniform and books like pens.
Book,
That's good for everyone.
shoes,
S-
shoes also.
Everything.
Hmm.
Yes.
It's not
Others,
we can
please
and
mute yourself.
it's not fun. It's not a particular thing, shoes and all that. They provide us that things that every average family they will put our children to inside the government schools, right? So if we talk about the private schools is more expensive than the government schools, that every average family cannot afford that. They will put our children in the school in the private school. If we talk about the fee structure, that is very expensive, very high costly. But if we talk about the infrastructure of the private schools, they are caring. In government school, the teacher doesn't care about the students. They come in the morning, they cannot attend the morning assembly. Sometimes they come the late, and they didn't care if students is in some place in the week. In private schools, what they did, they care about the students, right? If if they see students anywhere in the week, they can the extra classes. They give the vacant classes. They care about the hygienic, they care about the personality, they care about the other things, like the morning assembly, how you have their English topics. Students have the benefits, they can learn there, right? So if we compare about the government schools, sorry, so government schools and the private schools, I think, as per my own opinion, if we see it in the India, government schools is very better than the private schools, because everyone can afford. Everybody in the average family, if the below average family, poor or AY family, below average family, they can take the, they can put they can put our children in the schools. They have the benefits. Then the future, they make their educated ones. If we see in the private schools, they no, nobody can. Maximum in the maximum number of the in India, maximum number of families, they put our children in the private schools. So as per my own opinion, government schools is better than the private schools, if we
Yes.
comparison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if we compare about now, if you compare private school and government school, okay, don't
Yeah.
add about with it. So government schools are definitely affordable. That point is main, right, in this discussion, that if you have option, then only you can choose that whether I need to go to government or private school. If you
Yes.
don't have option, you can't afford private school, then you
So government
need to,
schools are
yeah,
better.
you have only one option, you have to go to government school.
Government schools.
Yeah, very good. You have well expressed your thought and everything organized, because thought organization is very important. In our head there are many things, and maybe we think that we'll say, but at the time of speaking we forget. So that is that is very much important at this point. Grammatical mistake, that's why I'm not rectifying also that much, because
Yeah.
now, right now, we have 3 months, so definitely we will work on that. But right now,
Collaboration.
confidence is everything. You have to express yourself, that is important.
Hmm.
So first 1 week we are not going to focus on grammar, what kind of mistakes you are making, but you need to express yourself. Okay, so next is Prachi. Are you there? Prachi, are you there?
I don't see Prachi. Yeah, yes. Yeah, but mute.
Okay, Roshan.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good
Good
morning.
morning, everyone.
Hmm.
Ma'am, first of all, I want to say that in term of in term that we are when we are comparing with government school and private school in context of India, I can say that government school is more and very essential for and more important and very essential for India than private school, because as we know that basic education, I can repeat that, i I can I repeat that basic education, this is essential for everyone. As we know that according to our constitution, the this according to our constitution, this is a fundamental duty to every parents, that we have to provide free education, free basic education for uh, between 6 to 14 years student.
This is our fundamental right, that we please repeat. Basic, we need to
No, no,
give basic education.
and this is fundamental duty to all citizens also, ma'am. This is fundamental right according to Article 21, but this is fundamental duty also to every parents. So it cannot be compromised due to what who they who they have money or not. And in context of India, where 80 crores people through PDS shops, through PDS ration, hence government school is more more essential and more important than private school, because in terms of facility we can say that private school is more important, and more important than government school. But rather than improving facility to government school, we cannot switch to government school to private school. We can focus on improving government school facility. This is not the only reason that private school have better facility, and due to this reason we should switch to government school to private school. We should rather focus on um, improving facility in government school. So in context of India, government school is the backbone, because private school, any private firm run on the profit basis. They cannot run uh, in profit basis. तो मीन्स मैं कहना चाह रहा हूँ कि वो रिमोट एरिया में दे कैन नॉट ओपन देयर ब्रांचेज इन नॉर्थ ईस्ट एरिया, in hilly areas. They open their branches where they see that this is the profit, and education is not associated with money.
Yes.
Because I this can be associated with academic education or higher education, but the basic education we cannot associate with money, because everyone have right get to get education, whether they have and they have not.
Hmm.
Because basic education is have multiplier effect. If I can like this can be I can give you an example. If we feed one people, means if government feed sorry, if government expend 1 rupees on PDS shops, the government can save 7 to 8 rupees on their hospital expenditure. So this have multiplier effect. We can invest on education, basic education, because this cannot be compared through private school facilities. We can improve the government school, like we have example of Delhi government, that they improve their facilities much well. And we can sorry, I can say that in India there many people have not afford the private school, so we can focus on government school. And I personally support that government school is more essential and backbone of the country, because it has far reach. And through government school, government may implement many of schemes, like midday meal, where where student and children can get nutritious foods. And this also increase student to enroll enroll into school. And many other schemes also, like for women empowerment, this can also help. And I personally support that government school is more important than private school. Thank you, ma'am.
Important, it is, you can say it is better
Yeah.
than private school.
Yes, ma'am. Better than private school.
And that point you made correct. And I think in my any of the classes no one mentioned that point, that is private school totally depends on profit base. It is totally profit base. And
Yeah.
definitely they will work, and they will do only where the profit is, right? So
Yes, ma'am.
that point you made, that was absolutely correct. Few grammatical mistakes were there, let me tell you. Mm, for example, many people can't afford, don't afford, no, can't afford, you need to say,
Okay,
right?
ma'am.
After everyone you need to use has, not have. So this kind of small grammatical mistakes were there, but the point you made, you expressed yourself. That was very good, Roshan.
Yes,
Actually,
ma'am.
man, maximum people prefer private school. Why government choose not prefer? Government school, teachers are not that interested in teaching. That's why people are not preferring uh, government school.
So we need to think that as well. That why in government school teachers are not interested, and
Because
it is
ma'am,
nothing.
he knows the I am not leave. matlab, I cannot leave because my job is permanent. That's why.
Hmm. So the main reason could be that in government school no one is monitoring them. कोई देखने वाला नहीं है, right? But in private school, higher authorities they are monitoring them, and they know that if I don't teach properly, then I will not get the salary, or maybe someone can fire me as well.
But
But
now,
in
ma'am, nowadays, actually, government teacher is better than private school teacher because the government teacher is not government teacher. Uh, if he take a job, that's if he take a job, he cleared a entrance exam. That he's much, uh,
They are well
Ma'am,
qualified
I have a point.
rather than private schools.
private school is better, but uh, government school is if if children if students need to take government school, uh, he only see the cost effectively.
okay, so anyone wants to add anything?
Ma'am,
Hmm.
I think this cannot be correct that government schools teacher are not qualified as well as private school. Then why we prefer IIT over private BTech or engineering college? Why we prefer medical college in terms of academic means above 12th? We everybody knows that government teacher and government institution do, do their better uh, in their field,
Bro, I am
and
telling
one
school.
prefer to government than private. Then
Yeah,
this cannot be. Uh, I thought that I think that this cannot be reason to switch private school to government school.
I
Sorry,
but
government
think
school to private school.
he was
actually I
saying
am
that
talking about
government school teachers are good, right?
yes, but I am talking about schools, not college or IT, IIT, IIM, bro.
Mr. Roshan, he just want to say, but he didn't recall about that. He just wants to say the
Yes,
government teachers are
better.
more better than and
Yes,
highly qualified than the private teachers,
yes,
but
bro.
they didn't care about our classes,
Yes, bro.
about our profession. He just
Yes,
want to say like this,
yes,
but he
bro.
didn't recall. Maybe inshallah he will.
No,
After
this can be improved. This can be improved, and we have and this can be improved because we have example of Delhi government where
Bro,
you can't
bro,
understand what he want to
government
say.
teachers are
Like
better,
he
but
want to say,
don't.
in
Uh,
if we talk about the government sessions, if we talk about the government institutions, they are well qualified because they crack the exam of Indian state or Indian government exams like SSB or KS, like IS. If we talk about that, they have the lecturer exams, they have the professor exams, right? If we talk about
right,
the private schools, if we talk about the private institutions or private schools, they are not well qualified. If they are the maximum qualified, they are the PG or the graduation, but they are caring more than the government institution candidates, right?
yes,
If
bro.
any person,
yes,
if you are getting like this, if we have talked about, if we take the example, you or me, right? You are well
right,
qualified, but you are doing job in the government institutions, right? Or you are doing
yes,
job in the government school, but I'm less qualified rather than you. My qualification is just graduation. You are MA or you are PhD, right? So
right,
now here is the example we need to mention, highlight this. We need to understand this. Mr. White, I don't know about his name. What is this name? This guy. He just want to say like this: government, you are well qualified, but you are didn't caring about your job, because you already adjust in the government. You taking the big salary. If we talk about the private institutions, they have the less salary, and the higher authorities, just ma'am say, their higher authorities monitoring him. Okay, ma'am, and they are caring about the job. They care about the job. They are very scary. If we lost our job, what will we do? Government institutions, the government candidates, they didn't care. They already think we have the well qualification, like we already adjust and no one caring about us. But government of India working upon this. If we see the daily news, everybody in our state, if I talk about my state, government is working about this. Every day we see the raids, and we see the what we call the, I can't recall this, inspections.
Hmm. Yes,
That
and
is the
this
reason.
this can gradually improve,
Yeah,
because
that's
if for if because for example in my state, where teacher, if you want to be a teacher, then you have to qualify the state PCS, because here you have to qualify the BPSC paper.
yeah.
For
In
my
our
there,
state, we have the
Bihar
SSB.
Public Service
Within,
Commission
yeah.
organized the exam for becoming a teacher. And the in our state also there were timing, main means in our state also, what can I say, मतलब बहुत चीज पर ध्यान दिया जा रहा है, मीन्स टाइमिंग पर,
Now
मेरा
I will
ये
give
कहने
the
का मतलब।
joking example. I have my cousin brother. He is working in the government school, right? He
ओके।
go on the duty. I also worked in private sector, but I refused that job. When I wake up early morning 6 every day, but in summertime we wake up 4 5 like this, right? And then I prepare for the school. I go there. My exact timing is 8. Then 8 we have the long distance, like 5 to 6 kilometers. I need to go for the in bus there. So I go. I start 8, and then I take the bus. After that, I reach 9 in school. Exact 9. If we go the 9 1 there, no one can allow the inside the gate. All right. If I talk about the my cousin, he taking the, where I have their salary 15,000 something, and they have salary, I think 78 or 76,000 per month. He's headmaster there, and he wake ups in early morning like 9 10. Then after he prepare for the school, that's 10 11 like this. This is the basic example for understanding this. If we talk about the private sessions, not here the private school, today's topic is private schools and the government schools, but if we talk about the private institutions or the government institution, they are more caring than government institutions.
Exactly. It is not only about schools. We can see in companies also and
Company,
organizations.
if we see the hospitals, if you go to government private hospital, you see every time doctors are available for treatment. If we go the
all
government,
government all government
if you go to the government hospital,
faculties are giving a lot of facilities to our employees.
no, this is not
Government all
only for
giving a
facilities.
lot
We're
of
talking about the timing. Doctor is
uh,
available.
yes,
Doctor, every if you go the what's called the private hospital, you see the doctors are available every time. If you call doctors with the emergency, if with anything, any other thing, then you see the doctors are available every time in 24 hours. Working 24 hours, doctors are available there. If we see the government hospitals, you need to go for the early morning, then after wait for the doctor, and you see the big
yes,
line is there.
long
And
time.
this is the trend in India. We have this trend,
Bro.
and
That
this
is the
in
drawback.
Yes, bro.
they make the trend.
Yeah, it
That
is
means
about
government.
us also. Whenever we want to send our children to any school, we always choose private school, right? Instead of,
Yes,
although maybe I'm
but
working
if
in
we have,
government school, but my daughter or my son will go to private school. That kind of
but if
mindset
we
Private
have the
we
school.
have.
option, but if we have the option, if I if we
If
if
you
we
definitely,
didn't
if
have
you
the
are
option, then
working
we
in a
can sit
government
in.
sector, you can afford private schools, right?
Yes,
If I'm a
of
teacher
course.
in government school, I will send my daughter or son to private school. So we never think of it that maybe if I'm a government school teacher, so someone else's daughter and sons, they are also coming to my schools, no?
Of course.
Maybe their parents are literate, they can afford or not, that is different thing. But government is providing a good amount of salary, 4 5 times than any private organization. So
10
free
time
of
Yes.
as well.
cost, you are not working.
Yes.
Those who are teaching there, so their job, they can relax, they are going late, they are coming back early, whatever they need to do. But they should not play with the children's future, right? They don't have that mind, that kind of authority. So at the time of selection, it should not be only theory based or academic qualification that teacher should have, right? Because teaching is some kind of every ability, so everyone can't teach. They don't have that much of quality to teach, because you need patience, you need dedication to teach, right? It is not a easy that okay, maybe you have MA, B.Ed and whatever qualifications, you need to clear all the exams, and after that you are unable to teach. You don't have patience, you don't have that kind of mindset. So at the time of selection, that also should be checked, that that teacher has this kind of mindset, or maybe for first 3 or 6 months that there should be some kind of provision period, that okay, in just like private organization, just check that that teacher is careful about the students, or she is doing or he is performing duty well or not. And after that, that person will permanent. And it should not be like all the sectors, government sectors are being private, privatization is going on. So if this kind of thing are there, are being introduced in case of schools, also hospital, in every government sector, so they will be careful. It is nothing like that, that government employees or government teachers, they are very relaxed, they are corrupted, and private schools teachers or private employees are very charming, and they know what to do, they are very honest. It is nothing like that. It is because if we put that private teacher into government school, they will also do like that. It is not about them, the person. It is about your, that what kind of mindset you have, right?
Yes, ma'am.
A
Of course.
teacher, if a teacher, if because we can see there are exceptions in government schools also, in the government hospitals also, that teachers, doctors, they are good, they are performing their duty well. And in many private schools are also there, those who are not private employees are not doing their duty, that's why they are not unable to achieve something in their life. So two things can be done, that first of all, government needs to be little bit more careful in case of schools, right? Because school and teaching and doctor, medical profession, these two are really responsible profession, because we are making future, right? Or we are creating lives. So definitely the government needs to be more careful about that. And if that thing, instead of focusing more on the schemes and everything, I think they should focus here, that how the teaching quality is, nothing else. On not midday meal, even it is not mandatory, it is not necessary. They are not going there only to eat, have a food. Just give proper education, that is more than enough.
Ma'am,
Okay.
Ma'am, it
UP,
only depends upon student, because students fits what fits best for the students' needs, like financial.
Students also, but if you are going to school, so you need some kind of guidance, right? Guidance.
But all depends upon students. But students know how I fit in student, because government or private, what all fits best for the students.
Yes, so those who are,
ma'am, ma'am,
please continue.
ma'am, in UP government, they made mandatory a biometric in all the government schools. Like all the teachers which is coming in the early morning, they have to do biometrics. Means fingerprint is marked that the teacher is coming on time and they are leaving on time. Earlier, the things is happening that the registration present attendance of the teachers is registration book is sent to their home, and they sign for the month, and in the end of the month they get the salary. But now the government made biometrics to check on the teachers that they are coming to schools or not. And also when they are leaving, they have to do biometrics, so that transparency is maintained in the government school. And a private school which is making student a money making machine. Means in private schools, the only focus was is to earn money, and that is the mindset of the private school student. And there is lack of values which is missing in the private schools. And if private schools are better, then why the student studying in private school, they have to send their children, means parents have to send their children to coaching center as well. Even the nursery class student is going to coaching, taking 3 classes of coachings in the nursery classes. And in higher school studies, the hours is increasing of coaching institute, like 5 hours, 6 hours, and there is batches, multiple batches are opened for the student for the private school, that they will teach you math separately, they will teach science subject separately. Yet there is a in India, there is a culture of entrepreneurship in the recent years. And now the entrepreneur is termed as edu entrepreneurs, means educational entrepreneurs. There are many private coaching centers has boomed during the corona timing, like physics wala, and there are many institute which is booming in the recent years. And they are providing all types of courses for the student studying in private schools. So here, if the better quality of education is taught in the private schools, then why the student is going for coaching institute? That is my question for the private school, to those who are supporting the private schools.
Okay, any answer? That why private school students they are going to coaching center if private schools are providing good education?
Yeah.
Any answer?
Ma'am, not everyone, not every private school provide the what's private coaching. If I talk about my own state, if I talk about my own district, we're all here from the English mediums. I finished on only my primary education through government school, like maybe first or second, because that time my parents need to he need if he learn A B C D like this, then after we remove them. Only in maximum, if we see the JNK maximum, the 90% of the students are growing in the private sector. No one cares. Have some the high altitude peoples who are like in, if we see talk about the Ladakh and Zojla, like Dras, the peoples send their childrens uh, in the government schools. But if we see the ground level, no one cares about the government schools. We joined the private schools from our childhood. And if I talk about if the what's this friend named Anurudh Modi, they said the private schools, if they provide the better education quality, why they send their children to coaching centers? This is not the this is not the binding combination, right? The coaching center is different. If I said already, if I talk about my own state, here is maximum the government school candidates, government school childrens, they are prefer the coaching centers. In private schools, we didn't care about the coaching. For our own satisfaction, for our own, if I weak in some place in some subjects, then I talk about my parents, I will join the coaching. I want to go for my coaching, and I don't like if I sitting a whole day in my home. So I spend their time, and I want to learn more things. I'm passionate about things, learning more things, like this language, English language. Sometimes I feel I talk is good, I talk, I think I will manage. If I go outside and I will talk with other persons, they will understand what I want to say. But I think I'm passionate about that. I want to learn because I already know the Urdu, Kashmiri, Hindi, little bit I know, and English also. The Arabic I know also. I am passionate about that. That like this, the students and some students not from the private schools, the government schools. I see here. If I talk about here, this place, the maximum of the government school candidates, government school children are prefer to go for the coaching. Oh, this okay. For if I am the student of the private, I am student of the private institution. I will go for the I will prefer for coaching for learning skills. I want to improve my learning skills. Not for that I am in private school and they are not providing a good education quality and I will join the coaching. This is not necessary. This is my
Yes.
own choice.
There are many, Anirudh, if I talk about the answers, so there are many reasons behind it.
Yeah,
Why we
of
are
course,
sending our children to government school? Because we can't afford, right?
of
uh,
course.
that's why only there is no ethical reason behind it. We can't afford, that's why we are not sending our children. And in private school they have lots of money, right? Or maybe
Of
not lots of money, they have money. So that's why they are so busy. Both of the parents are busy and they try to engage their students, their children, anywhere. Maybe
Yes.
it is online class or tuition, whatever it is. So that is
exactly.
the reason they have money, and then they are, their friends are also going, so they also need to go, right? Because competition is going on.
Ma'am, this is all about mindset. What
Yes,
what we have
exactly,
said.
exactly.
Like we have example of Kerala, an IS officer sent their daughter in government school,
Hmm.
and this is gradually changed because and government is also focusing on the area. They provide basic because I give my personal example. I have a 2 year working experience in junior statistical officer in MOSPI, Ministry of Statistical Program Implementation, where government conducts socio-economic survey, where we as employee, um, we have to go to school to check the facilities. And I am means uh, very I feel very happy that in Odisha I have 2 year working experience in Odisha, where I don't feel that there is no any facility. Their projector in classroom, smart board in classroom, like and the infrastructure of government school is very good, and government is focusing in that. Like if, yeah, and if government increase facility and infrastructure of government schools, then it can be changed. Like my cousin brother lives in Australia, and they have very good income, but they sent in government school because their government school is preferred than private schools. So this can be changed through a decade, and this is not change in 1 year or 2 year. We have to change our mindset. I cannot feel that government school is in terms of education also, because I am I have completed my matric, graduation, and all in all education in government school. But I personally thank to my mathematics teachers who means वो उन्होंने मुझे बहुत अच्छे से मैथ पढ़ाया मैम। मेरा ये करने का मतलब मेरा उसके बाद इंटरेस्ट इतना अच्छा हो गया मतलब पढ़ाई में कि उसके बाद फिर लाइक आई हैव डन माय बेटर इन माय करियर because I have 2 and 3 job experience, and in many state when I was JSO, junior statistical officer, then many colleague in other state also, they tells us, they told that government is actually focusing more, like new education policy come, and this is gradually change. I think, yeah, I believe that
Definitely graduate, it
this
will
is
take
all
time.
about mindset. This is
Hmm.
all about mindset, not about
Yes,
quality.
yes.
I think quality can be improved.
can be improved. And in most of the public school, private schools, we are sending our children only for learning English, nothing else. And that kind of
Hmm.
maybe atmosphere, or we are thinking of
And one more, ma'am. Many are colleagues in Delhi.
that.
They send their children to government school rather than private school.
Yes. So I'm doing the same.
Delhi's government school are
I'm
better
I'm coming.
other than
No,
all government school.
if I talk about my state, my place, so the government school is not good. So
Yes,
my
yes.
daughter used to study in private school, but private school I couldn't find. I tried to find out many things, that okay, why it is better for 4 or 5 years. I checked, then I found nothing. That in private school there is nothing, in government school also there is
It
nothing. And
takes some time. It takes us some time, and
yeah,
it will improve.
because I was not that much mature enough to take, because I got married,
Ma'am,
so
those
I
who have no money, they
no,
send.
I can afford private schools, but still I'm not sending, because I know both of the places are not good, because in government school also she's not getting anything, the private school also, so it's better not to waste money there, and after 12 maybe we can do anything good for her. So that's why we chose this.
But actually, maximum people's, ma'am, on children's send their government school. Those who have no money.
Yes,
But
and we are private schools. Sometimes private school parents, they are taking loans even to do that,
Yes,
Ma'am,
right? To send their
yes.
children.
schools is state subject. This is
many
not union subject, and it depend upon many politics. Like we
Mm.
have example of central school, which run through run by center, and we all know that Central School of India, Central School, sorry, Kendriya Vidyalay,
Mhm. Kendriya
and we
Vidyalaya and
also
Navodaya also.
Kendriya Navodaya also, they give their
My
best,
daughter,
and
my daughter
this is
also
done through
studying in
government.
Kendriya Vidyalaya.
Yeah, that's a better
And
option. Okay, so now we need to end the class. I have another class at 8, and next topic, tomorrow's
ma'am,
topic.
one point, ma'am, one point,
Quickly,
ma'am,
quickly.
मैम व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप के लिए बताए थे, मतलब
व्हाट्सएप
एक
ग्रुप नेक्स्ट डे
हम लोग
वी कैन टॉक अबाउट इट, ठीक है,
no, ma'am,
नेक्स्ट डे हम बात
actually, what
करते हैं,
is
8 बजे स्टार्ट
of
करना
the,
होगा, नहीं तो स्टार्ट नहीं होगा क्लास.
what is
ओके.
the agenda of next
ओके,
class?
Okay, next class would be healthcare system of India.
No, no, ma'am.
हेल्थ केयर सिस्टम ऑफ इंडिया.
First we'll be
ओके
doing
मैम,
grammar, then healthcare system of India.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Bye
ओके मैम,
everyone, have a nice day.
Bye.
Thank
ओके,
you.
हैव अ नाइस डे.
Bye,
Thank you.
everybody.
थैंक यू ऑल.
Okay, so that was it. That was today's class. Government school versus private school. Man, yeah, I'm really enjoying the classes. The best thing for me about the classes is that that the group. Everybody over here wants to learn English. Okay, everybody values English in this group, so that's the best thing for me about these classes. So that was the second class, and more classes are coming every day for 3 months, except Sundays. So and each 1 hour class is costing me about 57 rupees. I think it's worth it. And yeah, learning a lot of things, bro. Oh, who is that? There. Okay, see you guys in the next video. And if you're new to this channel, you know what to do. You know to subscribe. You have to subscribe if you're new. Yeah, to get new videos, you have to subscribe.